Aloha. When we embrace fear as a part of who we are as a human being, we release its ability and power to condition us as a conditional being in a conditional world. This fear of fear has created many layers that keep the unconditional love in each of us hidden and buried. An example of this is the fear of not being good enough, the fear of not having enough, and the fear of not being in control. These fears are more or less in each of us, and they come from another layer of fear, a fear of not surviving. This fear of not surviving is a deep-rooted fear that has come through generations of human beings and is yet another layer of fear. And this fear comes from our relationship with unconditional love. When we consider unconditional love as all the information in our conditional universe and all the information outside of our conditional universe, and you apply this into a single human being's nervous system, it is natural to feel overwhelmed. This is what I call a primordial fear. And when we do not acknowledge this relationship with this infinite information potential that is a part of all of us, when we bring our awareness to it, it accentuates the other layers of fear that we express in our everyday life. So the fear of not being in control can turn into the need to be in control. And the fear of not having enough can turn into the need of needing more and more. And the fear of not being good enough can turn into never living up to our potential as a human being. The ease of change does not come from projecting our fear about what is right and what is wrong. The ease of change comes from a compassionate understanding that unconditional love is a part of all of us. When we acknowledge this unconditional love as a part of who we are, we can then see this unconditional love in others. And when we see unconditional love in ourselves, others, and all around, this is heaven on earth. This is right here, right now. Heaven on earth has always been here. To see it, we only need to be willing and courageous enough to embrace this unconditional love as a part of who we are. Thank you. Take care.